Hey guys, what's going on? Magnus here, and in today's video, we will be looking at some of the attacks from First Strike's Week 6 war against Special War. Let's get into the recap. Our first attack will come from Dude Tony, bringing us a Queen Walk Valk Dive. Tony starts off by dropping his minions at 3 and at 6 o'clock to take up as much free percentage as he can at the start of the attack. Tony then drops his queen on the Dark Elixir storage, sends a Distraction Giant to tank for the cannon before sending in his wall breakers to break into the corner. As the Wizard Tower falls down, the Queen will walk onto the Archer Tower, the Drill, and then once taking out the Mortar, will walk inside the base. After the cannon falls down, Tony will be forced to use Rage. As the Queen continues to walk, Tony sends in a Golem at the top, distracting the Archer Tower and Cannon, sends in Wall Breakers, drops his CC Bowlers, and with a Baby Dragon on the rim, will take up the trash building so the Kill Squad enters and funnels properly for the Valkyries. Queen has been forced to use her ability and has also taken out the Barbarian King. Tony sends in his Valkyries. Under Rage will take out the storages, the cannon, the Tesla farm. Jump is down. A Rage is dropped. Poison for the enemy CC, and the Valkyries will beat through, get that Town Hall before phasing out this attack. Our next attack, again, will come from Dude Tony, bringing us a fresh 10v10. Now, for the last couple of weeks, Tony has been using what does seem a lot like the common Falcon attack. However, it's more of a Queen Walk Baho based on the number of hogs that Tony brings in every attack. Starting off with the Queen Walk, Baby Dragon on the 10 o'clock side. That will head north, funneling the top portion of the base. Raider goes in and pulls the CC. Poison is down. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light. And it might take Tony sends in a couple more to make sure he pulls the entire enemy clan castle. You can call me killer. Barbarian King with a couple of wizards come down to clear the 3 to 6 o'clock side, getting rid of all of the trash. BK ability is used. Queen is taken out by all of the DPS. Valkyries and CC Bowlers come down under Rage and will begin to melt through all of these walls. The second Rage comes down to help push them through. And then a third Rage and a heal as the Valks will come into the core of the base. Tony then sends in his hogs to take out the Tesla and Archer Tower. heals again as they run through the Inferno Compartment and Giant Bombs to take out the last 2 Wizard Towers and Archer Tower before coming onto the Inferno Tower. He draws the remaining Wizards to take out the remaining trash of this base, and this base is done. Moving into the 9v9s, Banshee is going to be bringing us a Queen Walk Go Ho. The Baby Dragon and a Wizard are set at 9 o'clock to take out the Barracks and a Gold Storage. Queen is dropped and she will be forced to head south on the base. The Wizard lures the enemy BK. Queen aggroes on the King. And she will follow him, take him out. Banshee continues by dropping Wizards at 6 o'clock to take care of some of the trash buildings. Sending in his Golem, it locks onto that cannon. CC bowlers come out with the BK. Jump is placed. Rage is dropped and CC is pulled as the Kill Squad enters the base. Banshee sends in a 3-finger deployment of Hogs from 3 o'clock. Heals over the X-Bow. Now, with how the CC split when it was pulled, I personally probably would have used my second poison on that Witch instead of letting it distract my healers for as long as they were distracted before. Second heal has been deployed. This is where Banshee anticipated a skeleton trap. Unfortunately, between a giant bomb and 2 Teslas and the skeletons, the remaining Hogs cannot survive. Queen Pop is used. And at this point, there's not much left to hold up the base with the Queen and King at full health. Our next attack comes from Pog Bog, bringing us a Queen Walk Go Ho. He sets down his archers and wizards with Baby Dragon to start taking care of the trash ring early in the start of the raid. Queen comes down, starts picking off some of the larger buildings. Tesla's pop, taking out some of his wizards. As the Town Hall falls, the Queen will pull, lock onto another Tesla. Pog will then drop a Golem with trailing wizards and send in a test wall breaker. Tripping a giant bomb, he sends in the remaining wall breakers, followed by his CC bowlers and Barbarian King. Jump is down, Kill Squad enters the base. Unfortunately, the Queen pulls right and walks around the edge of the base. Enemy CC is pulled, poisons are down, and the bowlers get to work gutting the core of the base. Unfortunately, since the Queen ability was used earlier on, she will take too much damage from the wizard, from the Expo. And as she walks into the cannon range, it does expire. Now, with having her walk around the base, she was able to cut down more of the defenses. Very linear path for the Hogs. Wizards are dropped, and the Hogs get to work cleaning up the remaining trash buildings. Pack of Hogs swarms the enemy Barbarian King, making very short work of him as they continue to run through the storages. Our last attack will come from Hypotenuse, bringing us a Queen Walk Vaho. Queen comes down, Wizard set at 6 o'clock, starting to take out some of the early trash buildings. Hog is dropped to take out the mortar before pulling the enemy CC. Queen continues to walk north, taking out the archer towers and trash buildings. First rage is used as the Expo and archer towers and wizard towers all lock on, including the enemy hound. Poison down for the hound pop. Back end wizard to help clear up the pups, and the queen will continue her walk. CC boards come down. King and Valkyries are down, and everything converges at the 2 o'clock side. Valkyries will be through the first wall. Enemy King engages the Valkyries. Early poison down for the Queen. Rage used in the core so that the boars have the full splash effect from the rage. Killed down as the Valkyries melt through the bottom compartment wall. And Hypo will start sending in some hogs to take out the few remaining defenses. With 3-finger deployment, he sends in his remaining hogs to take out the cannon and the last 2 Teslas, before everything converges and takes out the last 3 buildings. It was a close war, even down to a 0.5% difference between both sides. Unfortunately, with the Town Hall 9s having a rough day, it trickled up and prevented many of the Town Hall 10s from receiving scouts. Despite the current meta of the game and many people's perspectives on Town Hall 9, still remains to be one of the most critical points of the war scene. And lastly, if you noticed that I used a different template in this video, I was traveling home from the long weekend and had to record on my phone before the replays were made unavailable. My phone records in a different resolution than my other equipment, and I had to try something else. If you like this layout, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, this is Magnus signing off. Take care for now.
Press start.